white-collar layoffs are starting to rise, and it's uncertain if this trend will spread to blue-collar industries as interest rates increase. According to Labor Department data, average layoffs in the finance and insurance industry went from September to November, nearly doubled from a year earlier. Job cuts in real estate, leasing, brokerage, and information also increased by 20% and 14% over the same period. However, manufacturers, leisure, and hospitality and retail sectors laid off fewer workers in the 3 months through November compared to a year ago. Blue-collar sectors are less affected by interest rates, but if demand softens, they might hesitate to fire frontline workers they struggle to hire and retain during the pandemic. Tom, is there anything to this story we need to be paying attention to?
Yes, there is. We were talking yesterday on the podcast. No, the day before yesterday on the podcast, we talked about all the stats and the credit card, and you talked about it's just a matter of time. It's a ticking bomb. You're just kicking the can down the road. First of all, we have to remember things in America are mostly manufactured in China and offshore. But the manufacturing we do have in America, if those consumers slow down, so I agree with the headline. Blue collar resilience faces a test. And the resilience is going to be the resilience in consumer spending and whether they're buying things that are made here in America. And if they're not, so a lot of those blue collar folks are going to have some challenges. There's layoffs going all over the place. You saw Google laid off 15% in 3 different divisions. CFO Ruth Porat, really, really sharp. She's out there, what Google calls other bets, laying off. And it's all because of demand. And she's saying it's demand-based. They're not seeing the demand for the other bets that Google's making. So if credit cards and other things start reducing demand for physical things, because Google is IT, then yeah, I think blue collar halfway through this year, if it's a real recession, I think we should be seeing some of that. And I don't look forward to it. It's going to hurt core America.
I'll add to that. Tom, likes to give them more macro perspective. I'll give more the micro perspective, how that affects you as your life. Well, I'm going to channel my inner Warren Buffett. The one way to be recession-proof or inflation-proof is to be the best at your job. So we talked about which teachers should get raises and which teachers should be fired. And you think that you should fire the bottom 10, 20%.
There's no question about it.
No question.
Yeah.
So if you suck at your job, you're probably going to get fired. But if you're great at your job, you're probably going to keep your job. You're probably going to get a raise. And God forbid your company has layoffs. There's just going to be a job waiting for you. So at the end of the day, this comes down to personal responsibility, personal accountability, personal finance. Yeah. If you're the shit at your job, not shitty at your job, you're going to have a job forever.
Yep.
If you suck, good riddance.
Get on that chat AI and start using the shit out of it right now.
Exactly. Write term papers for people.
Right.
Be the local genius. This is wonderful. Thank you. But I think also there's something what Adam said is, you know what? Maybe take it easy on discretionary spending first half of the year. Maybe just
AKA
take it
save that money, yes.
Save that money, save an extra few dollars and see how this is going to play out. You see those maps, they call them the spaghetti maps, with all the possible tracks of a hurricane that's coming toward Florida or the Gulf Coast, right, toward America. You should be thinking of that. Like you don't know where it's going to hit, but at some point this year, there's going to be a storm. What do? Make sure you've got your coat. Make sure you've kind of ease up on the discretionary spending a little bit and just be ready for whatever it brings. And if it's an easy year, buy yourself a little extra at the holidays.
Yeah, I'm thinking of right now. I'm sorry. Remember there was a hurricane coming to hit like Florida, and then there was like spaghetti maps, and then Trump like drew in like marker or crayon, like it could also go here. It's like Trump, you just started drawing it.
Yeah,
I remember this.
He completely just like.
I hope everybody heard Adam's point in my follow-up.
Yeah.
Maybe be prudent this year.
Yeah.
Look out for yourself, and then if the year doesn't turn out that bad, get yourself a little something nice later.
Ultimately, what I'm saying is, if there's a wall there, just find a way to get over the wall and just get around that wall, buddy.
That's so funny.
Draw yourself an extra little spaghetti cone over there.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.